welcome back for another video. We are back here again at the shop. As you can see here, there is a tube front end just sitting in place. I do have it's just resting on the tire there. So this tube front end is the one for this 180 here. So as you can see, Cliff has made a start on doing that. So the new lower rad is in. So I don't know if that's all he's done. Well, obviously that's all he's done, but I don't know what else he has prepared for that already. So this was unwrapped, so I just thought I'd pull this over, put it up against mine, see how it looks up against it, whether I want it. So as you can see, this goes to the rails here. I don't know if I wanted it to the rail or to the strut tower. Like the inside of the strut tower, I should say. So I'm actually happy with how that one sits. It would make it so much easier with having the guard sitting on it than having to have this sidebar sitting in and then having to come off with a piece just to fit the guards on. So I feel like that would be so much easier. And another reason is that with this being out wider, I can have the light bars sitting behind it and a bit more protected than have them actually just have them sitting on that tube front end. So I just feel like it would give it a bit more protection for the light bars as well. But yeah, other than that, I'm actually just waiting for a few people to come around, give me a hand. I've actually just started opening up my tube so I can get everything ready to go. So I'm just waiting for people to come around, give me a hand with that. But in the meantime, I have got my whiteboard written up. I redone it. But now I'm also pulling off this 4-stud hub and putting on this 5-stud hub. So I want to drop it on all fours with the Cosmis wheels. I want to see how they look with all 4 round. So I'm going to get stuck into doing that, and hopefully once I get all 4 wheels on, I'll be back. Alright, so all 4 wheels are on the ground. Yes, there's no space, but I will lift that up at some point. There is enough space that I don't need to worry. It's not sitting on the guard. So it's not bad, it's just doesn't look like there's much space. So I've now just pulled out the GT86 steering column, which is what I plan on putting into this. So I'm just gonna play around, dummy it up, see what needs to be done for me to put that in. I don't know, I said in another video that someone has previously done it. I don't know what they've done, so I'm just going to play around and see what I need to do to make it work and try and figure out how I want to mount the seat. So this is not the seat that I am running. I am going to run something similar to what is in Cliff's 86. So I'll give you a bit of a look there. So he's got a Sparko for the passenger and a Velo for the driver's seat. So I am going to run something like that, the bucket seat, whereas this is just the SAS thing that you just get from Autobarn, Super Cheap or wherever. It's just the cheapy thing. So I thought of running that just to begin with, just so I can get a bit of seat time. But now they've changed it that I have to run a bucket seat with harnesses. I don't really see the point in that, but it is what it is. That's how they're making the rules now. So I've got to follow the regs, but it is what it is. It does suck that I brought them just for this and then they've changed it. So I just got to put up with it. So I will get this seat here is going to be for the sim rig setup that I am also building, which is just off to the back there. But yeah, so I'll just plan around now at this stage. There's nothing really much that I can do. I just need a few people here to help me when it comes to doing the tube. I can't really, so this full length, I can't really cut that on my own. I don't know, need someone to hold it while I cut it and whatever. So I'm gonna wait for another day to do all that when there's people here with me to get all that done. So I felt I'm just gonna play around a little bit more, and then I'll show you guys what I do once I've played around with it and what the plan is from there. So I did have a friend come over for a bit, so I didn't film for that whole time. We ended up pushing it out the front, pulled the gurney up, we gave it a bit of a clean. But I'm sure you can probably tell, you could probably see that some of the dirt marks are missing from it. Actually looks a little bit cleaner than what it was, so just trying to get a bit more prepared for paint. So I only wanted to give the rails in here a bit of a clean, as they were very filthy. I even gave the door sills a good clean as well, same as the boot. I even had the gun just sitting up inside there. On both sides it just came out filthy, just pure brown water. So it definitely needed that. But now we're just planning how we're going to have it. I want to try and have this running as soon as possible. So we are going to hopefully get into doing the tube front end this week, or at the end of this week, and also tube the rear. We are thinking on having, the end goal is to have the tank pushed as far forward in the boot as possible, but for the time being I want to have it sitting right here so it's easy accessible just for the first couple of events, and then push it forward, put the rear radiator in. So for the first couple of events I'm going to run it at the front, have it run on low horsepower, and then once I build it up a bit more I will have it in the rear and then push a bit more horsepower out of it. So that is the end goal, but right now we are also looking into getting S14 brakes front and rear, just so it's got the bigger brake setup. I think I might even do the bigger upgrade kit from GK Tech for the rear. Considering I'm doing the rear arms, I may as well just get them all in one hit. So I'll hit Cliff up hopefully the end of this week or next week and try and organise something to come on out. But for the time being, it's just a lot of planning for the fab work as well. I do need to get a bit of titanium. I don't know if I want to do titanium or mild steel or something, just to come off of the external gate so I can cut a hole in the bonnet before I take it to paint. I'd rather cut the bonnet before paint than cut it after it's been painted. So that is the next goal I want to face just before getting everything painted. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I'll try and do another video by the end of this week. I can only try. I am busy throughout the week with work. They are slowing me down with work. I feel like they're trying to force me to quit, but it is what it is. Going to just prove them that I'm not going to go anywhere. So I just got to push through with it. So this is going to be it for this one. I'll see you guys on the next one.